Hello, third grade, and welcome to lesson 3-5. In this lesson, we're going to practice multiplication facts that we know, and we're going to use some of the different strategies that we've learned in this chapter so far and in our previous chapter to help us find the products of unknown multiplication sentences.
How do you use strategies to multiply? Think about this question during the lesson. Justin and Dolores made a dragon float for a parade. They connected 9 equal sections to make the dragon's body. What is the total length of the dragon's body in feet? Choose an operation to help you find the length of the dragon's body. The dragon's body is made of equal sections, so you can multiply to find its length. You can multiply to combine 9 equal groups of 3. One way is to draw a picture to find 9 times 3. 9 times 3 means 9 groups of 3. Combine the groups to find the product. The dragon's body is 27 feet long. How does the bar diagram show the multiplication problem? It shows that there are 9 groups and 3 in each group. What is another way to find 9 times 3? You can use known facts to find 9 times 3. Use 4's facts and 5's facts to help. Think of 9 times 3 as an array. You can break up 9 times 3 into 4 times 3 and 5 times 3. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 5 times 3 equals 15. 12 plus 15 equals 27. The dragon's body is 27 feet long. Why do you need to add the products to find the total? You add the products because each product shows one part of the array that has been broken apart.
Now you know how to use strategies to multiply.
Okay, now before we get into our guided practice, we're going to go over some of the notes from this lesson, and then we're going to come back and answer these questions. So, we can use facts that we know and the properties that we learned to find the products of different multiplication equations. So some strategies that you can use are either you can draw a picture, you can make a bar diagram, you can make an array, you can use the distributive property and your known facts to figure out what the partial products are to find your whole product. So all of these are ways that we've practiced while we were doing our previous lessons. You're just going to use all of those different strategies now to help you figure out the answers to multiplication questions that you don't know. Now for our guided practice, it asks us for number 1, what known facts can you use to find the product of 7 times 5? Now I know 7 times 5 is made up, I can break that array apart. I can break the 7 apart into 5 and 2, right? 5 plus 2 will give me 7. So I can break this into 5 times 5 plus 2 times 5. This is going to give me 25 plus 2 times 5 is 10. So I know that my answer over here is 35. So 7 times 5 is equal to 35. So the facts that I know are my 5 times 5 and my 2 times 5. Those are my known facts. For number 2, it says, how does knowing 6 times 6 is equal to 36 help you figure out what the product of 8 times 6 is. So I know it's worded a little bit differently, but that's the main idea of this question. So knowing 6 times 6 gives me part of the product, gives me a partial answer, right? It's part of the array. So 8 times 6 is the same thing as saying 6 times 6 plus 2 times 6, because 8 is made up of 6 plus 2 more. So I know that's 6 times 6, we said is 36, plus 2 times 6 is 12. So 8 times 6 is going to give me 48. All right, now for number 3. Number 3 is asking us, what is the product of 3 times 7? Now I can break this into 1 times 7 plus 2 times 7, right? Because 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So that's the same thing as saying 7 plus 2 times 7 is 14. It's going to give me 21. Number 4, we're finding the answer or the product of 6 times 5. So what is the product of 6 times 5? I know I can skip count by 5 6 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I know that I'm going to get to 30 over here. So I used my known facts. I used my 5 multiplication facts to find that answer. For number 5, it's asking us for the product of 9 times 4. So if I'm not sure what this is, I can split the 9 into 5 and 4, because I know my 5 facts and I know my 4 facts. So this can become 5 times 4 plus 4 times 4. Now I know 5 times 4 is equal to 20, plus 4 times 4 is 16, which gives me 36. So 9 times 4 is equal to 36. For number 6, it's asking me for the product of 3 times 0. Now we know anything times 0 is always going to be 0. For 7 and 8, these are also ones that we're familiar with. For number 7, it's asking us for the product of 1 times 7. This is our identity property, or our 1 property, that says that any number times 1 stays the same. So 1 times 7 is equal to 7. And for number 8, our question is asking us, what is 10 times 8? We know that any number times 10, we just put a 0 on the end of it. So 10 times 8 becomes 80. So 10 groups of 8 is 80. That takes you to the end of lesson 3-5. Remember, in this lesson, we're just using what we know to practice our multiplication facts and be able to find our answers. If you have any questions, let me know, 3rd grade. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.